Caitlin Clark seems to have re-injured her groin.
Caitlin Clark, the biggest name in women's basketball, may have re-injured her groin, and the timing couldn't be worse. Just as she was gearing up to headline the All-Star weekend, a single play may have put it all at risk. What makes this moment even more devastating is the nature of the incident. It wasn't a freak accident. It came during a brutal matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, a game known for its rough, physical edge. But this time, it went too far. The name behind the hit? Jacy Sheldon. She delivered a knee to Caitlin's groin with just over 2 minutes left on the clock. And whether or not you believe it was intentional doesn't matter, the damage was done. Caitlin went down in pain, and now the league's all-star centerpiece might not even be able to participate.
Every time the Indiana Fever plays the Connecticut Sun, it is a very, very physical game.
For fans who missed it, here's exactly what happened. With 2:30 left in the game, Caitlin Clark was moving down the court when Jacy Sheldon made contact, a knee straight into her groin. You could see Caitlin react instantly, doubling over, grabbing the area, and wincing in visible pain. The shocking part? The referees called absolutely nothing. Replay footage shows Sheldon lift her leg just slightly, but enough to drive a knee directly into Clark's left side. Was it deliberate? We may never know. But it was careless, and more importantly, it was dangerous. Fans erupted online. Outrage that such a hit was allowed to go unpunished. Even if it wasn't flagrant, it should have been a foul. But instead, play went on as if nothing happened, while the league's biggest star tried to keep going through the pain.
Clearly she suffered an injury of some sort. Clearly it was to the groin.
Despite clearly being in pain, Caitlin Clark did what she always does. She fought through it. She stayed on the floor, even hit a clutch three-pointer right after the incident. That's who she is. But watching her closely, something wasn't right. She wasn't moving the same. Her posture, her stride, her face, everything said she was hurting. Then, in the final moments of the fourth quarter, she passed to Kelsey Mitchell and started jogging back, but suddenly stopped, reaching down again, this time toward her right groin. The crowd went silent. Caitlin, clearly distressed, started to limp. Moments later, she walked to the basket support, leaned against it, and buried her head into the padding. And that's when it hit everyone. She was crying. The cameras caught it. Fans saw it. And it broke hearts everywhere.
Side of that right leg. Yeah, she kind of pull up. A little bit of a jerk motion to stop her momentum.
Sheldon lifts her leg. It connects directly with Caitlin's left groin. Simple as that. And somehow, the refs call nothing. And that's where fans lost it. How can sticking your...
Caitlin Clark crying mid-game isn't something anyone expected to see. This is the same woman who stared down elite defenders, who kept her cool through national championship heartbreaks, and who has handled pressure like no rookie ever has. But this time, it was different. This wasn't just physical pain. This was emotional exhaustion, the toll of carrying a struggling franchise, being the face of an entire league, and constantly having to play through pain. Her tears said what word couldn't. She's tired. She's hurting. And she's alone out there. Because despite everything she's done for the league, when she needed protection, from refs, let's talk about the bigger issue. This isn't Caitlin's first injury this season. In college, she was an iron woman, almost never missing time. But since joining the WNBA, her body's been breaking down. First it was a quad, then came the groin, and now, maybe another groin injury. That's 3 lower body injuries in a matter of weeks. That's not just bad luck, it's a red flag. And fans are right to ask, is Caitlin being overused? Are the Fever managing her health properly? Because the WNBA isn't just any league for her, she's the product. She's the reason half of America is watching now. And if this continues, the league risks losing the one player they can't afford to lose. Clip 6. Sources now suggest something even more troubling. Caitlin might have gone into that game already banged up. There were whispers that she wasn't fully recovered, but that the team allowed her to suit up anyway. If that's true, the Sheldon knee didn't just cause a new injury, it worsened an existing one. And if the Fever's medical team told her she was good enough to go, just to chase a regular season win, then it's not just poor judgment. It's negligence. Caitlin Clark is $1 billion asset for the WNBA. She should have elite care, advanced treatment, and more than anything, rest when needed. Not pressure to play when she's clearly not okay.
Caitlin walking slowly down the court, holding her groin, clearly fighting tears, until she stops at the basket support. She leans against it, presses her head into it, and you can tell she's breaking down.
As if the injury wasn't bad enough, let's talk about the officiating. It was abysmal. The referees completely missed a play that could have, and should have, changed the outcome of the game. Caitlin took a direct hit. Everyone saw it. And yet, silence from the officials. No foul. No review. Nothing. Her own brother, Colin Clark, took to social media to call it out. And fans are backing him 100%. This isn't just about one missed call. It's about a season's worth of bad officiating. Caitlin has been hacked, shoved, bumped, and bruised repeatedly, and the frustration hit a boiling point when you remember what Commissioner Kathy Engelbert said just weeks ago. The officiating is fine. Really? Because what we saw last night was far from fine. It was a star getting physically hurt, again, with zero protection. The league's silence is deafening. They know Caitlin is the engine of their ratings, the face of the future. And yet, they act like she's just another player. No one's calling out the refs. No one's owning up to the failure. And fans are starting to lose patience, not just with the officiating, but with the leadership of the league itself. Now, here's the most painful part. The WNBA All-Star Game is in Indianapolis, Caitlin City. It was supposed to be a weekend, a celebration of her rookie dominance, a chance to shine in front of a hometown crowd. And now, it's all slipping away. Sources say there's almost no chance she plays on Wednesday. Maybe, at best, she gets a few minutes in the All-Star Game. But even that's uncertain. The injury wasn't minor. Her face told the whole story. This wasn't just a sore muscle. This was something deeper. And if she's ruled out, it's not just a loss for her. It's a loss for the league, the fans, and the city that wanted to celebrate their hero.
The referee situation in this league is unimaginable.
Fans are asking the question that matters most. Why was Caitlin even out there? The Fever had the game in hand. The score was under control. There was no reason to keep her on the floor. And yet, there she was, late in the fourth, playing through pain. That's not on Caitlin. That's on coaching, management, and the medical team. Someone needed to protect her from herself. But instead, she got exposed again. And this time, the cost might be weeks of recovery, lost momentum, and shattered trust between fans and the team. Clip 11. Caitlin Clark is not just a star. She's the investment of a generation. And if the WNBA can't or won't protect her, then maybe she needs to protect herself. Legends like Kobe Bryant knew when to take matters into their own hands, hiring private trainers, flying overseas for treatment, and putting their bodies first. Caitlin may need to do the same. Because right now, she's being asked to carry a league, a franchise, and a fan base, all while limping through pain. That's not sustainable. That's a recipe for burnout. Or worse, a career-altering injury. And no one in basketball wants that.
The WNBA All-Star Game is, of course, in Indianapolis, the home of the Indiana Fever, the home of Caitlin Clark. And now it looks like Caitlin Clark, most likely, I can't imagine that Caitlin Clark will be participating in the three-point contest or the All-Star.
This weekend was supposed to be Caitlin Clark's victory lap, her moment to shine as a face of the WNBA. Instead, it's turned into a sobering reminder that this league isn't protecting its stars. The refs failed her. The scheduling failed her. And possibly, her team did too. So now, the WNBA is at a crossroads. They can continue treating Caitlin like she's just another rookie, or they can wake up, realize what they have, and start acting like it. Because if they don't, Caitlin won't be the only one who pays the price. The entire league will.